Roger Todd. I'm a fourth generation farmer. We've been here since the 1940s or thereabouts. It's about 3,500 hectares at 70 k's northwest of Condobolin. So our crops are wheat, barley, canola, vetch or legumes in rotation. Our soil's around a 5 to 5.5 of red sandy loam. Rainfall approximately 450 mils per year. This was a carbon project, but it was more that this country naturally didn't have any trees and we wanted to use the trees for our situation, basically. I was more motivated by the fact that we were taking trees out of here and wanted to put some back. So it was a bit of a win-win situation. The carbon side of things is a bonus. So this run we're standing in front of was planted during a pretty solid 8-9 year drought back in 2007. It was done in 2 plantings, about 2.5 to 3 k's long, 12 rows wide. So the reason for the different types of plantings, I suppose you've got a long straight like this one, was pretty much to keep these roads dry, and the block plantings are kind of corners where we were trying to square paddocks up. So our dead corners, and then we have some alley plantings as well. So the site was prepared by me. I did all the ripping. I basically did all the run lines in line off my AB lines from a GPS. It was all pretty simple for me to set all that up. There are 2 different varieties of the Mallee trees on this place. One variety is meant to be local to the West Wyalong area, just south of here, and the other variety I think is a Western Australian. Now that they're established, there's not much maintenance. I mean, we look after either side of the trees as far as the roads go, and within the tree line, there's really nothing else that grows in there. But you do need to keep a fire break around them. I have had a fire in one and they do burn. That eucalyptus does burn pretty solidly. And just be mindful that there is a draw out from the tree line, 2 or 3 metres, probably further of moisture in a dry year. I'd say benefits for us have been, for example, this one here is keeping this one of our main roads down to our silos dry. There's another wet spot up there that's Gilguys, which is really no need for us to be driving in there. So we've just filled that full of trees. So other co-benefits that I've seen is that we did use these mallee trees to link up our previously existing timber areas. And so it does create avenues for bird life, wildlife, whereas before they didn't have anywhere to get from the northern end of this farm to the southern end, which there's quite a big national park down there of Mallee. One of the disadvantages of these tree lines is that the pigs do use them, so that's something that probably needs to be managed as well. The things I'd do differently in the future is not the alley plantings. It's okay on tricky bits of country that may be light and shallow that you wouldn't normally use, but it just reduces your ability to get in and around the tree lines if you ever change machinery widths, stuff like that. And we've got nice open paddocks here, and if years like last year where it was a really, really wet year, you just need a bit of room. The strip planting that we've done up on the hill, we've found that actually probably need to have them wide apart, and it's very awkward for machinery. There's definitely advantages for guys that run stock. Once they're established, eventually they become shelter belts, shade. The way I would do it again is certainly along fence lines and roads and stuff like that.